Okay, we're going to start the press conference with head coach Jeff Kamen. Coach, what do you think this game was? Why do you think this game was so much more competitive than Friday's game?
Fullerton's a tough team. I mean, you can't look at their record. I mean, they came off of a 14-day quarantine, and then they played. They were missing, what's my girl's name? Gil, which is their glue and their toughness. So she's just getting back into things, So, I think Fullerton's still trying to find their identity, but they're a tough team. So everyone looks at the record, oh, you guys should beat them, that's not how it works. The name of the game is to find a way to win games. And it could be the last team in the conference or the best team, as people have seen in the past and we've learned in the past. On any given night, you can get beat. So I'm just proud that we're able to, withstand that run and come out with the victory. But I thought they scored the ball in the paint. I mean, 30 points in the paint. I mean, they turned it over 26 times, but when we made mistakes, they made us pay. They probably left 20 points on the board last night because we rushed them. But tonight they were more composed and they finished. Whenever we made a mistake, they made us pay. And also we put them on the line like crazy, So I thought they converted. I thought Book, obviously had a better night tonight. We just weren't as focused and our concentration wasn't as locked in as it was last night to make her touches tough and make her shots tough and limit them. So she had a night, but, we found a way. We found a way to win, so.
Let's talk a little bit about Naomi Hunt. Did you make a concentrated effort to get her the ball early after her struggles on Friday? What was kind of your thinking in that way?
Of course. I mean, Naomi's such a big piece of our offense and our team on both ends of the floor, but especially offensively. So it was, like you saw, we went to her at the beginning of the game. Just wanted to get her rhythm going. If she gets in a good rhythm, then she and not. I think sometimes I told her, don't press. Just move it. It's going to come back to you. I thought she took her time tonight. I don't think she forced it. I thought in past games she forced it a little bit, but she let the game come to her. I mean, she took 4 threes, and she scored 19 points. So it just shows you the growth and her ability her versatility, her ability to do other things. So, yes, we wanted to get her going, get her rhythm going, but the rest was her. She just, was patient tonight and picked her spots and made some big plays for us.
Now, for the team as a whole, who impressed you the most this weekend?
Oh, man. It's tough to just say one. Obviously, Justina is just very consistent. But I think each of them made big plays. I mean, if you look at Patricia Chung, I mean, if you look at the stat sheet, you don't see things don't pop out, statistically. But she had a big bucket, in that second half. I thought Naomi had a big bucket. I thought Justina had a big bucket. Makai is a little banged up, and we couldn't play her, a lot in that fourth quarter. But I thought she had a big rebound, and offensive rebound. So, MJ in the first half, has made some big plays. So I thought collectively we just made, we made some big plays. Makai had that steal. Kiana had a steal. So I thought collectively, I'm just impressed with our ability to close out games. We didn't finish games last year and in the past, but I think you could see the experience of this team starting to take over because we are learning from the past for sure.
And what lesson do you want your team to take away from this weekend series?
Yeah, I think just that second night. I mean, this is different for all of us, So sometimes when you win that first game, the first night, and maybe you win it by double digits, I think you can get a little complacent. And we talk about complacency versus being content. We tell them, hey, you can be content. Okay, yeah, celebrate the victory, but we can't get complacent. Where now we're not preparing mentally and physically for the next game. So that second night we come out, even the first night, but to be consistent with our approach to the game. I thought we didn't come out with the same energy, and the same intensity that we did on the first night. Same thing with Riverside, same thing with Bakersfield. So it's tough, we have kids playing a lot of minutes. So how do we recover and we prepare mentally and physically to be able to have the same intensity and energy that we had on the first night on the second night.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Naomi, talk a little bit about what you think this game was, why you think this game was so much more competitive than Friday's game.
Like Coach Jeff said, Fullerton's a really good team. We just have to stay focused every night. And, they were hitting big shots, and, we can't take them for granted at all. So we just have to come out every night confident and with the same energy as the night before. And, Fullerton, like I said, Fullerton's a good team. So tonight they were finishing a lot better than yesterday, like Coach Jeff said, so we just have to take account for that.
Now, between your performance yesterday and your performance tonight, what was different and what was clicking for you today as opposed to yesterday?
Opposed to yesterday, tonight I wanted to start more inside rather than outside like yesterday. And honestly, the past 3 games I started each game shooting threes, but I wanted to start inside today. That way it can open up my game and I can have more opportunities throughout the game.
Now, when games go down to the wire like today, 25 seconds on the clock, two-point game, Fullerton has the ball, what goes through your mind in times like that?
Just to stay calm, stay focused. Honestly, we're just telling our team in huddles, stay focused, execute everything offensively, defensively, and just, whatever happens, happens, but just stay disciplined as well. No fouls.
Lastly, what did you learn about your team this weekend?
Just the grit that we have. Last year, like Coach Jeff said, and years prior, we couldn't really close out games, but, this year we are closing out games a lot more. So just the grit and determination that we have is really nice to see from everybody.
Thank you, Naomi.
Thank you.